Ashley's Mind Maze here. I'm gonna try to get better in this video with the ums and the ahs. Um, as I say again, but I got a lot of stuff done today. It's like a nervous habit. I keep saying like but got a little drop of water on me. I'm gonna change my shirt. I've got my lovely red shirt, plus I think I did the previous video, I also did a black shirt, so I'm going to switch it up. We're just about 3 minutes in, but I'll make cuts, so it'll probably be less than that. At least I'm getting more self-conscious when I say I don't know if it's like a nervous thing, and when I say like, I'm becoming more self-conscious about it, because I'll rewatch my videos and I say and like a lot. I have a few different messages for this video, and of course to anyone watching. First thing I guess I'll say is I had a little checklist right here, and I got everything on my checklist done except one thing. So I have it for 3/2/2025 Sunday at 5:55 p.m. That's when I started the checklist. It is currently 10:25. There I go, again. But I'm working on it. So 1, I have checked off transfer photos and videos while doing other projects. And I wrote on the side, more to do later. And then number 2, I checked that off too as well. I have put laundry away. And then I have 3, check that off, clean toilet. 4, check that off, again. Check that off, clean table. 5, I didn't check off, which is clean shelves, but that's gonna, like the shelves over here, that's gonna be a bigger project. And then I added number 6 for fun. I checked off shower, so basically I cleaned the toilet and then I showered, because that makes the most sense. And I finished, it's funny, I started that at 5:55 p.m. around there, and then I looked at the time when I was all done, and it was 9:55 p.m. So pretty much 10 o'clock, almost exactly. It took me 4 hours of doing stuff like off and on, but it felt good to get stuff done today. And my hair's still a little wet. I just got out of the shower, but I'm nice and clean, and I thought, why not make a video? I really enjoy doing that, and it brings me a lot of joy, and I'll look forward to when I can go and video edit this later. And I love sharing messages. It's just like kind of like one message. There's a few different ones circulating my brain, but one message would be like I talked in the previous video, showing up, but also doing what life, this one's an example of like doing what life asks of you each day. I got everything done on my checklist that I made except one thing, and that's not bad, because that one thing is gonna take me like a couple hours. So kind of just doing what life asks of you within reason. There we go. But I'm trying to work on that. But it just feels good to get stuff done. Of course, I can cut out whatever I don't want in the video. And sometimes I pause to think about what I want to say. For number one, I have transfer photos and videos while doing other projects. So I transferred photos and videos while I was cleaning the table that we all sit at, and it felt good because it takes time for my phone to transfer photos and videos, and there's going to be more I'm going to do later, but kind of expanding on that, it felt good to kind of just briefly look at photos and videos, or just seeing like the image of the photo or video and kind of getting a little memory of, oh my god, we did that this day, and this was around January, maybe the beginning of February, and then there was a certain specific point I stopped because there might be videos that I want to edit, but it felt good to kind of look at them and get that memory, and I'm learning, like, for even earlier memories, I don't always have to look at them like physically on my phone. For an earlier memory, I can think about it in my mind, because if I'm thinking about it in my mind, there must be a reason why I'm thinking about it. And I guess I could set aside a specific time to look at really old memories, but I'm learning as time goes on, I don't have to do that right away. I can just use my brain and think about specific memories that I want to think about, and maybe if I'm thinking of a memory, I'm thinking of it for a reason, but it just feels good to be able to get the memory when I'm looking at it. And then I transfer, so I make room on my phone, I transfer photos and videos, I transfer them into a large, like roughly 500 gigabyte flash drive, and I transfer them all in the flash drive with my lovely little adapter here. And this is the flash drive and this is the adapter. And I think, like, I've been trying to make shorter videos because you can't, over 4 gigabytes of video, you can't transfer it. Then I gotta split up the video in a video editing app so I can save the memory, which that's what I'm gonna work on doing probably another day. But I'm trying to make, like, the videos kind of shorter so I don't have to go above that 4 gigabyte. And then I put them in there, but then I have them in my phone. Like, I move them from my phone to the flash drive, but it's nice that the memories are still there. But, like, I'm always, like, in a way, it sounds kind of cool, like, moving memories and, like, making new ones, like, making room for new ones. Like, the thought is really nice because I'm making more room in my phone for new memories. Like, in the future when my boyfriend and I travel, these past couple weeks, couple months, we've been getting stuff together, but stuff is starting to move a lot more rapidly. Like, February was kind of like a hibernation month, but also like a sick month. Like, my mom and I had the flu, and then we didn't feel good for like 2 weeks, and then we felt fine for a couple days to a week. And then my mom, my boyfriend, and I all caught colds, and that lasted for a couple days. It's either over or we're at the tail end of it. I've been blowing my nose a lot less, and there's still some chest congestion, but overall, like, I feel fine. A lot better than when I had the flu. Whatever I was gonna say, like, fell out of my brain, so I guess I'm gonna do a new subject for the video, but I want to see how far we are. God, that was a sign for sure. When I looked at the time, it changed from 12:21 to 12:22, and you know, 12 always follows me, but then there's that 222, and it's just like, what? Like, right when I looked at it, thank you, universe, for a lovely sign. And I love that I can share these messages because it feels so good to be able to share. And it felt good to get stuff done today and just do what I need to do. Oh, and another thing I wanted to bring up is I've been reading a lot lately. Like this week, I read 2 books. And I read 2 books, and I actually have one right here that I'm like a quarter of the way through. It's called Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. It's a good read. This is one that I've been saving for like reading outside when the sun is like in the perfect spot. And I'm also like in the middle of another one right now. Like one of them I reread. It was called, I think it was called The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. And she's a really good author. I love her books. But also, there's the Housemaid book too. I think it's called The Housemaid's Secret, also by Frida McFadden. And I'm like in the middle of that one right now. But I'm kind of like rereading those two because I want to reread book 3. And there's a book in the second one, between the second one and the third one, a short story. I think it's The Housemaid's Wedding, that I'm going to read between when I'm done with book 2 and I'm about to read book 3. It feels good to be able to, lately I've been saving that for like reading at night to get my eyes tired before bed, but sometimes I go out when that sun's in the perfect spot and I like to read like some of my paperback books. I think between paperback and hardcover books I've got about 70 of them, and I'm slowly working my way towards reading close to all of them or all of them, but I haven't got nearly like as far, like I have not nearly read all of them, but I'm just doing ones that seem like interesting to me right now. And I read another book by Colleen Hoover. I don't know if I read both of them, but one of them, it starts with us and it ends with us. But I notice sometimes I read books and then if I don't read it for a year or two, like I might get the gist of it, but I forget like everything that happens. But I might get the gist of the book, like I might understand the main plot, but I forget all the like small little details. But I've read 2 books this week, and one of them, like, so 2.5, one of them I'm halfway through, and then I got another one I'm a quarter of the way through. But it feels good to be able to read because I already feel smarter. Like, it feels good to, like, I notice when I don't read for a while, I get, like, when I don't read for a while and then when I do read, it feels like really good for my brain, I guess is the best way to describe it. But okay. For this next part, this should only be like, I'm guessing anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes, but we'll see. I just like to do a little tarot part of the video. see if whatever's sticking out to me. I like to look at the cards and see. And you know me, I always put the Lovers on top for good luck, good karma. You do good karma and you get good karma. And then, of course, right underneath it, we have the High Priestess. So whoever is watching this video, like you're a very spiritual person like me. And I've been doing a lot of journaling lately too. And we all have a lot of strength to go what we go through. There's this hibernation period, like we spend a lot of time in solitude right now, but that's like winter. I think that I looked it up earlier and there's 18 days left of winter, so we got 18 days till spring, and we might be in solitude right now, but I see a lot of us like blossoming and like doing what we want to do, living life, you know, and taking the time to rest. Judgment. It's a long ride. I'm hearing it's a long winding road, but it's worth it. Very worth it, even more than what we all can see right now. Two of Wands. And this card speaking to me a lot. Two of Pentacles, because it's like the infinity symbol, like symbolizing an infinite amount of time to do what we need to do. And it's like I just keep hearing like that sweet spot in the middle, then life's really good, and maybe it's meh, like okay, and then it's not so good, and then there's that sweet spot. And I just hear like history repeating itself, but it might repeat itself, but in general, like it gets better and better as time passes. So Two of Pentacles, like that infinity symbol, the 8, but infinity. That spark of creativity, like in that silence, in that hibernation, you have that spark of creativity. Ace of Wands, and then we get the Chariot on this wild magical mystery ride. And I'm like always trying to trust my intuition, trust your intuition. Maybe in the past you had a lot of weight to bear, both physically and mentally, possibly. And take whatever resonates with you. 10 of Wands. Maybe there was a lot of Three of Swords. Maybe there was a lot of heartbreak, or there was like not just with relationships, but also like with friendships, or just in the past. And there was a lot of Tower moments, but I see as time passes, the Tower moments will get like easier to deal with. In the past, it was really, really hard. But there will still be Tower moments in the future, but it will get easier over time, I'm hearing. And, you know, take what resonates with you. But right now, like, we're all planting the seeds so we can enjoy the fruits of our labor. 7 of Pentacles. And that, like, the moon is really speaking to me. Like, there's a lot of hidden opportunities that will be unveiled in the future. Being able to really cut through that noise. I'm hearing springtime, March 20th. Oh my God. Really shape-shifting our future, and also having that sense of community. And I'll end with the Lovers, like finding your twin flame, but maybe enjoying time with your soulmate right now, like, but finding your twin flame in the future, but having that soulmate connection right now and really cherishing it, and also like family too. But I'm gonna leave the lovers on top because, you know, like, good karma, good vibes, good luck with that. But I guess what is really luck, though, if you always try to do like good things, then good things should happen to you. But at the same time, I always try to think positively in any way I can. And yeah, that probably took around 5 minutes, give or take, but I wanted to share that part of the video. But yeah, I'm gonna have fun video editing this later. It's gonna be a lot of fun video editing this later. And just kind of, let's see what time it is. It is 10:45 p.m. Sunday, March 2nd. So in an hour and 15 minutes, we'll be into March 3rd, a new day. We got a couple errands we gotta run tomorrow, and that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to just chilling and reading tonight to get my eyes tired. I've been reading a lot lately, and it just feels good to be able to expand my mind. And, you know, sometimes I dabble in the self-help books too. It just feels good to always be learning something, and I'm grateful I can do that. And if I don't know something, I can just pull out my phone and be like, oh, okay, now I know it, I guess. But yeah, I also appreciate my mom. She's really patient with me. Like, I also appreciate my mom. She's really patient with me. Like, she's right next to me. Like, and she appreciates, like, she knows that I love to make videos and make time for that. And I love her so much. And I'm grateful that she is very patient with me when it comes to making videos. And my boyfriend, Bobby, he's out right now. I went out Friday and I had a wicked good time with my boyfriend and our friends, and we listened to live music, and it was just a really good time. And my boyfriend's out right now as I make this, but I wanted to make like a video before I wanted to make a video before my boyfriend comes home, because then I want to be able to talk with him and hear his stories and like talk back and forth with him and my mom, and just enjoy everybody's presence when Bobby comes home and tells his stories from the day. And it's just really nice that I can do that. And I'm grateful that I can document these moments and share. I'm looking forward to really traveling in the future.
Yes.
Oh, Bobby's home. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.
Come in.
Come in. Hey, honey. Sorry, let me just...
She was videotaping. Oh, shit.
My boyfriend's home. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. I'm taping.